Nadia, thank you so much for being with us, and congratulations on the accolades you've received for this incredible performance. You mentioned in your introduction that you came into this project almost accidentally or by surprise. Could you speak a bit about how you were introduced to the project and your first impressions of Hafsia as a director and of the screenplay that you were presented with?
Thank you for inviting me to this place. It's a wonderful place, and thanks to the audience to be here tonight. I'm very happy. First of all, like I said before, I was walking on the street and I met a casting director, and she pitched me the story about this book because it's an adaptation of a novel. And I never read this novel before, so I go to the casting, and after the casting director told me about this novel, and she told me this is the foundation of the movie, so it's very important for you to read it. It can helping you a lot. So I read this book. I was surprised about the story of a woman who is brave and also Muslim and lesbian. And in France, it's a kind of taboo, homosexuality and religion. So I like disturbed people. And when I saw this topic, I was like, oh, okay, it's a good topic for disturbing people. And I know that disturbing people can help us to being more able to speak about a topic and also to grow up. And it was my mission when I wrote this novel. And in this novel, there is a lot of poetry. A lot of poetry. And I was in love with that because when I was more younger, I was reading a lot of poetry. And after that, I met some actresses and actors, and I play with them. And a funny fact is, the first day I arrived in Paris, for the casting directors told me, when I said action, you have to enter this place. It was a room, and you will understand. And I told her, it's my first time here. I don't know what I'm doing now here. Explain me, please, because I don't know what I have to do. And she told me, you are going to understand. And after she said action, and I was terrified. I'm at place, and I was like, oh, what I'm doing here? I want to come home. I understand nothing. And after she came back and she told me, you didn't understand. I said, yes, can we do it again? And she told me yes. And after that, I play again and again with other people. And I was in love with this exercise of improvisation and to imagine other lives. So at this moment, I was me, but also another person, and that was very cool. So after I met Hafsia Herzi, the director of the movie, and we are kind of same because we're not talking a lot, too much. And when I arrived, I remember that I take her hand and say hello, and after that 2 minutes we were like looking at our eyes together, and it was strange, very strange, because no words came out. And after that we talk about what I'm doing in my life, and I said to her that I'm studying sports, science of sports in university, and I want to become a PE teacher. So she told me, oh, okay, cool, what sports? And I said football. She told me, okay, I'm going to put some football. And after that we're going to be we became friends. Directly we became friends, and now you see this movie, incredible movie.
I'm curious if you could tell us about how you and Hafsia together built the character of Fatima as we see her on screen. If you had conversations about what's going on in her head, in her heart, or if this was if it wasn't something that you discussed, if it was something that you discovered more organically.
I think it was the novel was the first step for me. When I read it, I imagine a character with big lines, just a character without face, without something, naked character, with the idea that this character is in a suffering situation. She suffers a lot about her situation, about the questions she has in her head, and she's also solitary. So I imagine a kind of bubble around her, introverted woman. And after I met Fatima Das, so the writer of the novel, and I take some things about her nature, her identity, like the way she's talking, the way she's moving, her clothes, and all these things. I bring these things with the imaginary of the novel, and it became more easier to play after that, because I have my imagination character naked, and after I have some clothes, some voices, some moves that helping me a lot. And after also, I talk a lot with the director about the character, and we work a lot together with other actresses, like the intimate scene. For instance, at first they propose coordinateur d'intimité.
Intimacy coordinator.
Intimacy coordinator. Sorry, and I said to Hafsia, I don't need it, because we were talking with the other girls and we said that we are going to make it like a girl power team, and we trust each other. So, and we trust also the director, and it's a woman, so I think it's more comfortable for us. And after that, we work very hard for making it.
There's a real intimacy to the images in this film that Hafsia has created. Many, many close-ups, many sort of durational shots that just allow your face to exist on the screen without saying anything. And I'm wondering if that was challenging or intimidating, especially as a first-time screen actress, or what was your reaction to this closeness?
I discovered I wasn't ready for that. I think when I was playing, I never asked for seeing what I'm doing. So I think it's a very interesting point, because sometimes when you saw your game, when you play, you are constantly you want to change what you are doing, because maybe you don't like something, and I think this is not a good idea, because it breaks something natural when you play. So I never asked for seeing it, and after when Hafsia called me and told me, now the movie is ready, you have to come to see it, I was shocked by this gros plan.
Yeah, the close-ups.
By the close-ups, and I was like, this is a movie about close-ups, no, about Fatima. It's a lot of close-ups, and I never seen myself so closed, and it was very strange for me to discover parts of my faces with this angle, so it was funny.
What was your experience building relationships with the other actors, both Fatima's family members as well as the women and men who she's moving among in her social world?
I think there is different identity in this movie, and Fatima, she's surfing with all this identity. For instance, the family, the idea was for me that I wanted to bring the idea that Fatima is afraid about rejection, and she doesn't want to disappoint her family, and also she's very, very loyal to her family. So this is for the identity of the family, and after there is the identity with friends. Comment on dit le petit ami? The boyfriend, sorry, the boyfriend. I imagine when I play this scene that there is in front of me a man, a violent man, a toxic boy that I never want to go back with. So it was very strange to play in a way that I don't know, I feel it in my stomach, and the director told me, you have to feel it like that. So I was imagining this toxic boy, and also I want to the audience to understand that she's not going to break up because he's a toxic man, but because she loves women. So for me, the challenge was to bring this idea, but subtilement? Subtly, yes. Subtly. So it was un processus interne.
An internal process.
An internal process. So she's very quiet. She said nothing, just yes, it's a good idea. Yeah, all right. Will you marry me? Yes, it's a good idea. It's very strange to say that to someone who wants to marry you. So this is for the boy, and for the friends, like I said before, we work a lot with the actress, particularly because we have a lot of intimate scene. So we're talking a lot about the position with the director, the lights, if they can see us or not. Also about the size of, because my size is different with the others, so we imagine places and movements we can do. And also funny movement. When I go down, for me it was the best moment because it was very, very funny to do. And we laugh a lot to do this kind of scene. And for the social identity, it was more about how a young woman became a young adult. And I lived that actually. So I was in high school and now I'm in university. So I knew this changement of identity of being teenager and to start to become an adult. So with the culture, learning a lot more things and transform yourself, create new connection with friends. So I lived that. And the family also, I have kind of same because my parents came for the immigration, Algerian immigration. So this this dimension, social dimension, familial dimension, family dimension, was the same for me. So it was more easy to play, I think so.
I think we can take one or two audience questions. If you'd like to raise your hand, we have a mic that'll come so everyone can hear. If there are any hands. I see one right here on the edge.
Hello. When you introduced the film, you talked about how you've seen it so many times. In this particular viewing, was there something that stood out to you this time?
Est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose qui vous a touché, que vous avez remarqué particulièrement cette fois-ci?
Good question. I I think the end is the most powerful scene, and every time I try to not stay with the audience for the end, because it makes me feel not bad but happy for this woman, and also it memorizes me a lot of things that I lived before on the stage. So I'm kind of nostalgic. And what I see today is when she's going out the party to join Gina, her ex, who is a bad ex. I saw in her head on the sky a lampadaire.
Oh, a street lamp.
A street lamp, and it felt like it was the sun, and for Gina, it was the moon, just en haut.
Oh,
Oui,
above her.
above her. So I saw that, and I was like, oh, beautiful. It's like yin and yang, day and night conversation we had before on this boat, on the scene. So it reminds me. And also I look a lot water on the movie. Every time she's crying, there is the scene. So for me, it's like she's never gonna stop to cry. So I think it's beautiful. It's life.
Well, and if we have one more question, we can take a brief one. Otherwise, maybe we can leave it there. Oh, there is a hand right here in the middle.
Hi. So I think you said that this is your first time acting, but in the movie, like, you're incredible and your reactions and emotions seem so natural. So I'm wondering if that came easily to you or if it took some work to be more comfortable on screen.
I think it was a surprise to the start, okay, I'm losing my words. It was a surprise for me because it's a field that I never have been before, and I'm a curious person, so I wanted to do my best and to not disappoint my director, because she choosing me instead of someone else who, or maybe it's a dream for someone, and maybe this day I just take the dream of somebody. So I have a lot of respect for people's dreams. So I have to be great. Even I don't have experience, I have to faire semblant.
I have to pretend.
I have to pretend. And it was a challenge also, because when you don't have the experience, imagine you are going to an interview for a job and you are going to work with, I don't know, a president, and you never work a relationship with a political person, or you don't have the background for. It's very strange for you because you are not going to have the job. So this was a question that I had before, and after, because I'm also a sportive woman, competitive woman, I don't know, I have something in my head that told me, you have to try it and see where all these things are going to go. And I don't know, I was very happy to be chosen and to discover something new. I think in life is very important to do different things and not staying in a kind of bubble or just a job. I want to do a lot of things, and it was a good opportunity for me to make it. And also I have a great team, very, very great team. They are so kind and respectful. Even I don't have any experience in this field. It's like when you have more experience, you get more respected. But for me, it was not the case. They were kind and respectful, even I don't have any experiences, and they're helping me a lot. But it's, I think this movie is a lot of collective work with others, and I can't play by myself. Every person puts some ingredients in this cake, this fabulous cake.
Well, that's a beautiful note to end on. Nadia, thank you so much. Thank you all.